What's up, YouTube? What's up to the whole city of Milwaukee? This is your boy Track Lacer. I'm going to not drive this time so that the camera isn't as shaky. And y'all see that this might be somewhat biased, but trust me, the two awards that I'm going to give to the Milwaukee Bucks players are well deserving. And y'all know how I am about the NBA. I'm not going to give out any award that's not deserved. So let's start out with the one that's obvious, the one that everybody wants to know, the one that everybody's excited about. Instead of saving that for last, let's just get right into it. My most valuable player for 2016-2017 is Russell Westbrook, point guard, Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, not a whole lot of y'all know me personally, but for the few of y'all who do know me personally, I'm not a big fan of Westbrook. I felt like he jacked up shots while Durant was there. I felt like Durant had a good reason to want to leave. And I think that he kind of went out of his way to get his stats this year. With that being said, the reason why I still feel that he's the MVP is if we be honest with ourselves and we keep it real with ourselves. I'm going to say there's probably only 5 other people in the NBA that's capable of doing what Westbrook did this year. James Harden, obviously, he only missed the rebounds by 2. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, possibly Draymond Green, if they let him pass the ball more. And then, who's my 5th guy? Well, maybe there's only 4 other people that could have done it. But those are my 4 I'm going to stick with that I think could have done a triple-double. The reality is, Anthony Davis, that'd be my 5th. I think Anthony Davis has the skills to get 10 assists if he really wanted to. If any of those 5 players would have averaged a triple-double, even Draymond Green, I don't think there's any question or any discussion about him being the MVP. I think it just would be, it is what it is. I don't think there would be no argument whatsoever. So I have to admit that I can't be biased and then go against Russell for doing it. Because if LeBron would have did it, KD would have did it, Anthony Davis would have did it, it would have just been all the talk of the league, and they might have won the MVP unanimously. Even if Steph Curry could get his rebounds up and would have done it, he would have won. So, and then if you look back in history, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Gary Payton is somebody who probably could have did it, Jason Kidd. If any of those cats would have averaged a triple-double, it would have been a landslide. Grant Hill was actually pretty close to doing it one year. If any of those cats would have averaged a triple-double, they would have won it hands down. So I don't think that we can hold it against Westbrook for not getting it. Okay, so I went almost 4 minutes on that, so I apologize for going so long, but I felt that I owed it to y'all to explain why. Okay, so now, NBA's most improved player, Milwaukee Bucks stand up, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, man, this Nigerian/Greek dude, the Greek freak, 6'11", small forward that transitions to play point guard during the games. Went from 16 points a game last year to like 23. Or he might have even averaged 18 last year, but still, that 5 points, that's a lot. He increased his blocks, he increased his steals, he increased his field goal percentage, free throw percentage. He was just better all across the board. He got us in the 6th seed in the East. That coming from a team that didn't make the playoffs last year. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that perspective, yeah, I just think oh boy is the truth. Okay. So now we go from that. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to go with Draymond Green. I think that Draymond isn't leading the league in steals. He isn't leading the league in block shots. And I think sometimes with Defensive Player of the Year, you know, you kind of looking for the stats to justify why somebody's Defensive Player of the Year. But I think when you play defense as good as he does, and Golden State has the best record in the league, it's a reason they got the best record in the league, and it isn't always just Klay, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry shooting threes. It's that defense too. So I may not like him personally either, and I don't like the fact that he's kind of campaigning for the award, but he deserves that. Sixth Man of the Year, hands down, Eric Gordon. Man, he almost broke the three-point record. You know, most threes in the season. Like, he was almost up there with Steph Curry when he made 400 threes. You know, coming off the bench, the man almost made 400 threes. So, and I give some credit to James Harden for that because I think he was the one who made him better. Sixth Man of the Year. Okay, we just did that one. Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, I guess the last one. Rookie of the Year. Also, Milwaukee Bucks stand-up Malcolm Brogdon. Point guard from Virginia. I think he took Matthew Dellavedova's starting position, so you got to give him some credit for that. And then he averaged 10 points and 4 assists. Now, I know those stats aren't as good as Joel Embiid, but Joel Embiid played 31 games, man. You know, whereas Malcolm, I want to say played all 82, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and that's outstanding for a rookie, and especially do it for a playoff team that's actually going to be in the playoffs. So that wraps up all my awards. I guess we'll throw Mike D'Antoni Coach of the Year. You could make an argument that Eric Spoelstra was Coach of the Year down in Miami, but they just missed the playoffs by 1 game. So I think what D'Antoni did with Houston, you give him Coach of the Year, but only downside to D'Antoni is he never wins in the playoffs, no matter how good he does in the regular season. Hey, make sure you subscribe. We out of here.